If everybody could take their seat. Welcome. Welcome to the College of Wooster's annual Dewald Recognition Celebration. I'm Jennifer Bowen, and as an academic dean, I'm delighted and honored to welcome you to this celebration. Before we start, I want to extend a very special thank you to Dr. Donald Dewald and his wife, Jennifer, for sponsoring this annual event. This family created and has generously sponsored this event for more than 50 years. Unusually, they were unable to attend this evening, but I'm hoping they were joining us on the live stream. As part of the recognition celebration, we invite a recent graduate to reflect upon their experiences at the college and share their thoughts about their path after Wooster. To be introducing Peter Jeffy is a true privilege. I first met Peter as my archer, and personally, I think we were the best team out there. Peter is the class of 2014 and a communication studies major. His title of his IS was Strengthening the Bond Between Brothers, Implementing Clifton Strength Finders to the Men of Harambe, advised by Dr. Ahmed Attai. Dr. Attai, though currently away on research leave this year, had this to share. Back then, Peter was a motivated student, but not always on task. He would be the first one to acknowledge this. He wanted to study men of Harambe through a training or workshop he was doing and using ethnographic methods. Through struggle and challenge, it was still a joy to work with Peter. He learned to listen, take feedback, and complete tasks. Dr. Denise Bothdorf wrote, Peter, PD when he was here, was a great deal of fun. I had him in several classes and advised his junior IS, but missed his senior IS because I was on leave. Peter is the child of immigrants from Liberia, and the man has never known a stranger. Dr. Michelle Johnson tells a story of him just stopping by to chat, and it rings true. Peter was and is an incredibly personable and makes friends everywhere he goes. He was on the football team and in the dance company. When he was on campus, Peter was the student manager for the special events crew, the housing coordinator for Harambe House, a student patrol officer with campus safety, a member of Res Life's student team, and a member of the Dean's Council. He was an archer 2 different summers. He was also involved in BSA and the Think Pink Breast Cancer Awareness Committee. And Peter served as a mentor at Wooster High School and did related work in the community. I personally observed him as a leader in campus-wide discussions on race and in interactions with students, faculty, and staff of many different identities. I always appreciated and still do how personable, professional, sensitive, honest, and supportive he is, regardless of venue. When Peter was still an undergraduate here, he won a fellowship with the National Association of Student Personnel Administrators, NASPA, which gave him an internship experience in student affairs through a program at the University of Arkansas. This is really what started him on his current path at Kent State University. Peter heads up the McNair Scholars Program, a division of the TRIO program, and is finishing up his PhD in Cultural Foundations of Education, probably at the end of this year. Peter, I'm going to invite you up to speak to us.
Hey, y'all are too much. Y'all too much. Y'all can clap again if y'all want to. No? Okay, cool. Okay. Y'all are so great. Y'all are so great. I love this. Can I have the students stand up real quick? Just real quick. I know y'all trying to get to your scholarships and all that type of stuff. I won't hold you up too much. All right, can you put one hand in the air like you're reaching up to the sky? Now reach one hand to your side like you're looking good for a good friend. Just like to the side. Now bend your knees just a little bit. And then rock it back and forth. Just have some fun with that. No? Nobody? Nobody? Okay, cool. You can sit down. Just get a little energized. Let's have some fun. One more quick activity for everybody, all right? If you could look up at the ceiling, don't look into the light. That's not my problem, right? Point to the ceiling like you're looking at a clock, all right? Boom, there's a clock right above you, right? Now, move your hand around the clock clockwise like I'm doing, all right? Keep that same motion, now bring your hand down. Look down on your hand. Is your hand still going clockwise? Whoa, 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 whoa. We are smart students at Wooster. Okay, one more time. Okay. Ceiling, clockwise. Same motion. Looking down on the hand, is it still clockwise? Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What just happened? What just happened? Anybody in the crowd? Woo, right here, different perspectives. Round of applause for that. Round of applause for that. I know, there were some people in the back like, what the heck is going on? Like, he's just pointing at the ceiling. Nothing changed, right? Our emotions, our actions didn't change, but our perspective, our viewpoint, our vantage point, that's the only thing that changed in what we just did, right? And that's all I'm gonna talk about for the next, 2-3 minutes, because I know y'all trying to get to your money, okay? I don't want you to stop being great students. I'm not gonna give you any advice on how to excel academically, because you guys are already doing that, but I want us to be able to think differently about what that means for us and for others, right? And so what we're gonna do is talk about getting to the bag. Y'all heard that expression before, getting to the bag? Y'all know what I'm talking about? A couple head nods? Okay, if you don't know what getting to the bag means, it means getting to the money, right? Trying to get paid, right? Money's not, life's not all about money, but we wanna make some, right? Some of us? Yeah, I see people grinning, okay, I see people grinning, like that. But I want us to think about the bag slightly differently, okay? So the first thing you need to know about me is I love acronyms. Okay? Acronyms are cool and fun. So if I come up with an acronym, I will. And I came up with an acronym for the word bag. Wow, he's a genius. I know. Let me tell you more about it, right? Let's think about the B as balance, right? You're at the College of Wooster, prestigious liberal arts institution. You're going to be either you've really worked on it, finished it, or preparing to do your IS, right? Independent study, which is something that students across the nation don't have the same type of experience doing, right? So you're probably involved with different orgs and different groups and clubs and things of that nature. And you're thinking, how can I get the best of my college experience while performing at a high level and try to move forward to get to my dreams, right? That can be daunting. Anyone get anxious anytime or overwhelmed just thinking about life and school and things of that nature? Okay, I got hands going up, cool, perfect. And that's not an easy thing to do. So I want you to think about balance, because it doesn't mean that once you graduate, those same type of pressures are going to dissipate. They're not just going to disappear. So always think about what's allowing you to persevere right now. It's the people you're sitting next to. It's your advisors. It's the faculty, the people you meet along the way, your mentors, your family. Keep those connections strong. Keep them vibrant. And those are the people that help keep you accountable so you can maintain balance in life. Now, I don't think that everything's ever going to work out perfectly. As you heard from what Dr. Atai said, I wasn't always on task. I forget things all the time. I'm going to continue to do so. That's why I make sure to have people around me that's like, hey, Pete, you forgot to do X, Y, and Z. My fault, Mom. I'm going to get on it, right? And I always think about balance. Sometimes it's a juggling act. For me, I try to do a lot of different things, and I can't keep it going all at the same time. So I strategically think about, hey, I got to put this aside for a quick second, juggle this right here, make sure it's staying on balance, make sure it's staying up in the air, make sure I have people around me reminding me what I have to do, and then get back to it. So always think about balance in life. Fair enough? A, which I think might be one of the most important ones, because it's still with the acronyms, right? Advocacy, right? I believe that everybody in this room, right, is going to be successful. Everyone is going to achieve their academic goals, ideally get into graduate school, get into the job market, and get employed in the type of work that they want to do, right? I don't see anything wrong with that. But sometimes we think about conceptions such as social mobility, a lot of times it thinks about it as individual, right? All about me, I, X, Y, and Z. Well, what are you going to be able to do for others? Of course, your immediate family is something you always will be responsible for, something that you always want to hold up the strong legacy for your family, ideally. But what can you do in your roles and your capacities for other people, right? Dr. Bowen was in the math department. They worked with Arch. They didn't have to, right? When you think about assisting students, working with other people, typically when I thought about someone doing math, I just thought about somebody on the board doing equations all day, right? Took time out of our schedule, took time out of our summer to assist students like myself to increase our self-efficacy and our abilities to accomplish the things we want to accomplish, to think about how we can be of support to our peers through peer advising and things of that nature. And ultimately, it's about giving time and self to others. So I always want to think about when you get to the places you want to get to in life, Don't do it solo. Don't do it just for yourself, but think about how you can better people no matter what your role is. Your job doesn't have to be the advocacy job, right? But you can always dedicate time, and even your thought, some mind space to the work you do for others. Y'all still with me? Yeah, can I get one quick yeah? Yeah? Awesome, yes, okay. And, oh man, I've been here for like 4 minutes. I'm gonna wrap up, okay, get out the way. And so the last part, I know y'all are really waiting for it, right? Let's get a drum roll real quick. Can I get a drum roll? And the G is grace. Woo! Yeah, okay, no one, just me. So grace, right? So I talked about balance, and I talked about going to grad school, getting a job, achieving academically, all these things. I talked about advocacy, giving time to others, X, Y, and Z. Those are really lofty, big things, right? I'm asking a lot out of you, and y'all don't even know me, so that's kind of weird. But other than that, think about grace, right? Because you might put a lot of weight on your shoulders. Anybody here put a lot of weight on their shoulders? On accomplishing things? I got a hand. That's one person who was just like, yeah, like, God, like, that's so much, right? Give yourself grace. When I talked about that juggling act I did earlier, right? I'm not the best juggler in the world. Sometimes I drop things. I had to learn that that's okay. As long as my heart and my mind was in the right place, in the right direction, it's okay. It's okay not to always get the awards, even though we're getting to now. We're getting the money now, right? Yeah, great. It's always great if you don't get that first acceptance letter, if you don't get that first job, if things don't go the way you want them to go. For myself, I struggled academically a little bit, and I was applying to programs. I wasn't getting accepted. I got a lot of declines. I was kind of weighing on myself, like, man, I'm not doing the things I said I was going to do for myself. But the work I did, especially through my IS, someone caught wind of it. They thought that my research would do really well in this field of cultural foundations. And it was through my research that allowed me to get the opportunity to go to grad school. And now I'm on the way to get my PhD, something I never thought I'd be able to do. And all I had to do was give myself a little grace and have some patience to let me know the things I was doing was going to get me there at the long run. So again, thinking about B is balance, right? Say balance. Balance. The A is advocacy. Efficacy. The G is grace. Grace. That was beautiful. That was nice. So I didn't want to bore you too much with my pathway and all the things that I did. I think what you shared was pretty good enough. But think about when you get to that bag, right? Get into the things you want to accomplish, your goals, X, Y, Z. Think about how you're going to maintain balance. Think about how you can advocate for yourself and others. And always remind yourself to have grace in things you're doing. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you get your awards.
Thank you for coming this evening and sharing your thoughts and reflections. Now, I want to recognize our donors and other special guests. In addition to Dr. and Mrs. Dewald, we are joined tonight by a few guests that help make this possible. I will ask any named guests in the program to kindly raise their hands if they are able. I likewise ask that all else, could you join me in thanking them for their generosity and support? In addition to Dr. and Mrs. Dewald, I believe we have Professor Ronald Huswit here for the Ronald E. Huswit Prize. Anne Mowry, the Anne C. Mowry Endowed Scholarship. And Carol Stewart, the Larry L. Stewart Endowed Prize in Literature. Thank you for being here. I'd also like to thank those donors and special guests that may be watching this event on the live stream. And finally, I want to give a really, really big shout out to Karen Parthmore in the Office of Academic Affairs for coordinating this event, and also the volunteers in the Office of Advancement that really make this all possible. So without further ado, I'm going to invite Provost Lisa Perfetti and Interim Vice President of Student Affairs and Dean of Students Cliff Bobbitt to the stage And we will now award the prizes and scholarships. As we work through the names, I ask that the recipients stand and come to the front when your name appears on the open pages of the program. So if you see your name on those first pages, come forward and stand to this side. So we'll run it this direction. Okay. Not this direction. Okay. As I call your individual name, please proceed to the front if you're able, where Vice President Bobbitt or Provost Perfetti will congratulate you, give you your award, and then you can return to your seat. To the rest of the audience, because there's instructions there too. We will congratulate via applause during the transitions between the pages. Got that? Okay. As you follow along in the program, you may notice that I skip a few names. There were a few students who did not want to be acknowledged on the live stream event, and those students may come to the stage at the end of the event to pick up your prizes. So to start, the Mary Sanborn Allen Prize, Tomoka Adams in absentia, and Matthew Mongji. The J. Arthur Baird Prize, Luna Gal. The Willis C. and Scott I. Bahotaji Endowed Scholarship, Adeline Henberry. The Robert G. Bone History Prize, Laura Jennis. The Robert James Brown Memorial Peace Prize, Alex Printup. Leenat Westrake. The Earlene F. Brown Scholarship in the Performing Arts, Amari Royal in absentia. The Robert M. Bruce Memorial Scholarship, Junhai Chen in absentia, Caroline Kupar in absentia, Ariana Goodwin in absentia, and Nancy Nguyen. The Vivian Chan Prize in Interdisciplinary Studies, Jessica Meyer in absentia, and Caitlin Strasberg Wyant in absentia. The John W. Chittum Prize in Chemistry, Firdaus Ahiri in absentia. The Thomas D. Clareson Prize, Alicia Matson. The Gladine Deanie Collins Endowed Scholarship, Katie Spence. The Gordon D. Collins Scholarship, Dylan Lasky in absentia. The Elias Compton First Year Prize, Annie Beeg in absentia, Carmela Butler. Riley Clever, Quentin Kitchell in absentia, Sitara True in absentia, and Emily M. Winnicki. The Andrew Dearborn Cronin Emerging Leader Award to Madison Ackley in absentia. The Joseph Albertus Culler Prize in Physics, Carmela Butler. And Talia Lansing. The James Kendall Cunningham Memorial Prize to Jack Donahue. The Dorothy Reed Dalzell Award to Noah Leonard in absentia. The Dr. Donald L. Dewald Prize to Shahad Al-Jarrah. Lily Hinckley in absentia. And Talia Lansing. And Jorge Quinteros in absentia. The Dewald First Year Prize for Academic Excellence, Nicholas Bostick in absentia. Nathan Budge. Eden Crumbly in absentia. Stuart Franklin. Emily Lavis. Jaden Levine in absentia. Ruha Mehta. Caitlin O'Neill. Christopher Van in absentia, and Anna Whiting in absentia. The J. Garber and Dorothy W. Druschel Scholarship to Noah Gullivan. The Eberhard Family Scholarship to Jeffrey Allen in absentia, Jordan Diggs in absentia, Anala Funchess, and Sharif McGee in absentia. The John D. Fackler Award to Jenna Diroff. The Endowed Faculty Scholarship to Lily Anderson. Megan Conklin in absentia. Caitlin Dennis. Olivia Freezone DeAngelis in absentia. Claire Horansky in absentia. Veda Masanari Thatcher. Kevin Poe. Robert Stark. And Glenna Van Dyke. The Josh Farthing Endowed Prize to Emily Haseki in absentia, and Ben Reed. The Foster Prize in Mathematics, Usama Mustafa, and Anna Truong. The Herman Friedlander Student Aid Scholarship to TJ Harper in absentia. The Mahesh K. Garg Prize in Physics to Michael Scarberry. The German Department Book Prize, Caitlin Dennis. The Rosanna Bentley Gray Palmer Endowed Scholarship to Austin Pyatt in absentia and Tyler Rack in absentia. The Francis Gilseeker Memorial Scholarship to Jenna Diroff. The Damon D. and Mary T. Hickey Endowed Library Prize to Pukar Chand. The Ronald E. Hustwit Prize, Veda Masanari Thatcher. And Kevin Poe. The G. Pauline Irig Fund in French, Namara Rakatari. The Remy Johnston Memorial Prize in Philosophy, Alex Printup. And Ben Reed. The Willard H. Johnson Family Scholarship, Allison Cunningham. The Ralph R. and Grace B. Jones Endowed Scholarship, Teresa Isabel Asensio. Matthew Baumiller. The Phi Beta Kappa Prize to Zoe Seymour. The Jill Rasmussen Caratinos MD Endowed Scholarship, Claire Campbell. Theodora Farson. And Isabel Manchi. The Lyman C. Knight Sr. Prize in Mathematics and Physical Education to Lily Baker. Lillian Glaza. and Walker Johnson in absentia. The Maud Knight Prize in Religion to Tyler Rack in absentia. The Hank Kruzman Roundtable Book Prize, Peter Barker, and Langston Hood. The Paul Evans Lomely Scholarship in the Social Sciences to Jeffrey Allen in absentia and Yi-Eun Go. The Loeb Foundation Scholarship, Kevin Poe and Tyler Rack in absentia. The Stuart J. Ling Jazz Award to Robert Stark. The Alice Hutchinson Lytle Biology Award, Min-Jin Lee in absentia. The Mariska P. Marker Scholarship, Athena Thurinos. The Julia Quimby McCleary Prize, Jasenia Cruz. The Robert W. McDowell Prize in Geology, Caitlin Dennis. The Barbara Ward McGraw Memorial Prize, Laura Jennis. And Glenna Van Dyke. The Charles B. Moak Prize, Ryan Johnston. The Anne C. Mowry Endowed Scholarship, Olivia Green. The Tom Nieswander Memorial Award, Noah Gullivan. And Reusu Tusanim Ruufu. The Daniel and Clarice Parmalee Endowed Prize, Kayla Stevens. The Laura Dell Amstutz Peppard Prize, Anya Smith. The Theron L. Peterson and Dorothy R. Peterson Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Catherine Olson. Lucy Wickham in absentia. and Luke Wilson in absentia. The John Plummer Memorial Scholarship for contributing to a more welcoming campus for LGBTQ people, Mudiwa Mungoshi. The Eleanore J. Pope Prize, Hannah Hochstetler. The Reamer Endowed Scholarship, Shantae Palmer. The John M. Robinson, MD Scholarship, Grace Gascoigne. The William I. Schreiber Scholarship, Matthew Monge. The Sharp Family Prize, Doak Schultz. The Dr. David J. and Diana L. Sterna Endowed Scholarship, Sam Soloway in absentia. The Larry L. Stewart Endowed Prize in Literature, Abigail Garamond in absentia. The Swan Prize, Lark Pinney. The Leslie Gordon Tate Scholarship, Alexandra Padfield in absentia. The Edward Taylor Prize, Patrick May. And Tyler Rack in absentia. The James R. Turner Prize in History, Dylan Strickland. The Francis and Elizabeth Twynham Scholarship, David Dotson. The Ricardo Valencia Prize for Excellence in the Department of Spanish, Fernanda Benuelos. The Carl Versteeg Prize in Geology and Geography, Jameson Sprainkel. And Athena Therinos. The Carrie R. Wagner Prize in Chemistry, Emma Schell. The Elizabeth Sidwell Ragnar Prize in Mathematics and Computer Science, Yeon Go. and Matt Ulishny. The Douglas F. Weiler Scholarship, Juniper Glazier, in absentia. The Stanley R. Welty Family Scholarship, Ishika Gupta, in absentia. The Miles Q. White Prize, Audrey Helmreich. The Theodore R. Williams Prize in Music, David Dotson. And Adeline Henneberry. Ben Reed. Kayla Stevens. Britta True. Lynette Westricht. The Theodore Williams Scholarship, Samantha Burke. Bryce Thompson. The Robert E. Wilson Scholarship, Sam Belsky. The Lou Wims Endowed Scholarship for Leadership, Stephanie Griffin, in absentia. The David O. Wise Endowed Scholarship, Glenna Van Dyke. The Women's Advisory Board Scholarship, Katrina Barnes, in absentia, and Dylan Lasky, in absentia. The Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies Scholarship, Sarah Gordon, in absentia, and Veda Masanari Thatcher. The Ralph A. Young Scholarship, Alexandra Padfield, in absentia. And now to recognize students who have earned the honor of Phi Beta Kappa. Please stand as I call your name. In the class of 2023, elected in their junior year, Isabel Hoover, Kunjo Kim, Morgan Cromer, Sharif McGee, Jennifer Minard, Kyle Rossi, Zoe Seymour. join me in congratulating all of tonight's winners. Congratulations. Before we adjourn, I ask the students to join me in thanking all those individuals, Wooster faculty and staff and generous donors, and your respective families and supporters too, who have taught, guided, inspired, mentored, and made it possible for you to develop your own distinctive educational path. As you exit this evening, please pick up a small gift of appreciation from the table in our lobby. Thank you for coming, and have a great evening.